So nice to meet you.
It's wonderful to meet you as well, Anne.
I work for the Coalition as a cinematic lighting lead in games, and I understand you work in cybersecurity.
That is right, right?
How did you get involved in cybersecurity?
Oh, my story is very interesting. I'm actually an engineer by education. I moved into program management or product management, and I've been with products 23 years now. Recently, which is maybe 5 years ago, I decided I needed a career change. So I jumped into security. It was pretty hard, but it's been fantastic and fun.
Oh, wow. And so when you say like you sort of laterally moved over into security, do you have to do additional training within Microsoft, or did you kind of educate yourself and, advocate to go into a different role? How did that function?
Well, that's a great question. Yeah, security is a very horizontally deep space. So you need to know a lot of things in order for you to be able to build security products. So from that perspective, I think it was a big learning journey, pretty steep learning curve. My entire leadership chain was super supportive for the move, and my team was very supportive in bringing me up to speed on what I needed to know. So yes, I think it was a very, very good move. And I suspect there's a lot of this kind of lateral movements across different areas for you as well in your teams, I guess.
So I came in from film, but even before coming to Microsoft, I'd done a few lateral moves from, character animation into lighting. And even in my industry, that was considered a little bit unusual. But within Microsoft, I found I was able to definitely leverage a lot of mentorship and training from my colleagues. I came in from film having no real knowledge of real-time gaming, and I found people were really great and patient. One of the things I enjoy most about my job is actually training up people from different backgrounds on the system, because at the end of the day, my feeling is if someone's a good artist with a good eye, I feel like I should be able to train them up on how to dot the I's and cross the T's. We really try and just make sure we're bringing in people who have the talent, and the technology shouldn't be a barrier for them to do an amazing job.
That resonates with me even in my space. While there is definitely a technical depth in security, I feel like it's problem solving.
Yeah.
And so it makes it easier to bring in someone who actually has the right mindset to be able to understand and grow in this space and learn security along the way than expect just security focused individuals to join the team. And kind of taking that and moving it towards bringing in more women into the space is something that I'm deeply passionate about. As a woman who joins this industry 23 years ago, I know how many role models I had and what the effect that they had on me in actually wanting to be here and doing this, even though I would walk into meeting rooms with just maybe one other person, a 25% meeting room with just one other woman in the room.
Yeah.
It was tough. It was pretty tough. I see the transformation happening, and I'm glad that I'm a part of that transformation.
And having a lot of different points of view, I find at the end of the day helps build a stronger product.
Totally agree
anyway,
with that.
So
bringing in different mindsets, thinking about a problem from different ways, definitely helps get to a better solution.
yeah, it's sort of a virtuous cycle. Like the more people you bring in who have different ways of looking at a problem, the more ways you find to solve that problem.
I hear you.
I try to encourage young women to apply, especially because so many young women play games these days. In many ways, I feel like women always have, but there may have been a stigma that held women back from really identifying themselves as gamers. And that narrative is changing. It's like everyone's a gamer these days. It's not just one type of person. It's anyone and everyone can be a gamer. I think that being able to self-identify like that attracts a lot more diversity to our industry, which in turn makes our industry better in terms of the stories we tell and in terms of the visuals we create.
It's important for people to be able to associate themselves with being consumers of something as well as being creators of something.
Yeah.
Right? Most diverse teams that we have tend to be really strong when the entire team kind of feels aligned in what we're trying to achieve. And that is making sure that all of the people that use our products are having the best experience possible.
Yeah.
It isn't more effective for one specific segment.